Go.
Okay, this is a poem from my book, With Fingers at the Tips of My Words, and it's called To Charlton Heston in Ben-Hur, a Rhapsody. Charlton Heston, oh Charlton Heston, guardian at the gate of my pubescent fantasies. Even before I knew the reality of what lurked beneath your loincloth, I knew I wanted it. I knew I wanted to be chained together with you in the belly of that Roman warship, to sit on the bench next to you where your dripping sweat could anoint my skin like holy oils. There with all the other nearly naked galley slaves, rowing, 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 the drums beating, and you, Charlton Heston, next to me, bearded and hairy-chested, everything that a man should be. Skin glistening, shining with a light that is more than merely the reflection of studio Klieg's off your sweaty flesh. The drum beats driving faster, faster, slaves collapsing left and right under the incredible effort they are forced to make, but not you, Charlton Heston. When the drumming stops, you alone sit with head held high, one hand on my slouching shoulder, giving comfort. And we know, both of us, that the greatness will clothe you in glory before the final reel spins off the projector. Then you are taken to the consul's private room. I understand now that the consul is as much in love with you as I was. The old bachelor senator will legally adopt you before intermission. But for now, you stand before him in that loincloth, flat belly taut, strong legs rooted to the deck, poised for defiance, a real man's look in your eyes, features sharp and wise, molded around blue ice. I marveled at that first look you gave to Esther, your face possessed of the ability to encompass the carnal or the saintly, and you threw them both at her in equal measure. I thought, I want to look at a woman like that, to make her melt, to pull her eyes back up to mine each time she tries to look away. Then I realized that what I really wanted was to be the one you locked that look on. I wanted to be the object of your desire as you were the object of mine. Later, I would imagine myself in your arms, a willing victim of that gaze, and I would draw fantasy around what occurred after the fade-out. Half romance novel, half the rawest of pornography. Oh, Charlton Heston, in costume drama and biblical epic, in tropical thicket and barren desert, from the naked jungle and touch of evil to Planet of the Apes and beyond, I have followed you. Whether incarnated as Michelangelo or Moses, cowboy or astronaut, the thickness of your body, the shirts hanging casually, sexually open, were as constant as my devotion. The unbelievable straightness of your spine, your strength made visible, your beauty and manliness all but touchable. Thus did I learn to define a man, strong, hairy, his gaze equally capable of freezing his enemies in their sandals as it was of melting a maiden out of her tunic. And thus defined would I judge all other men for many years, measuring them against those pecs, those shoulders, strength and righteousness personified. But I was never able to find a man who would measure up to you, Charlton Heston, each one flawed, and each flaw as arrogant and forbidding as a Roman legion. Every man I took the measure of fell short of you. With Hollywood as your willing conspirator, I sank deeper and deeper into cinema dreams, pulling the dirt of those dancing lights over my own head. Reality forever frustrated as I tried and failed to be a man you might want to love. Charlton Heston, the gift of your example came with teeth and bit through what connected me to the world. In the glow of the television screen, in stereo and special letterbox edition, I still imagine us together, slaying Romans by the hundred, never letting my Italian ancestry get in the way of my loyalty to you, Charlton Heston. For you, I would slay anyone. I would be everything Masala wasn't. I would never break your heart the way he did. And you would instruct me in the ways of heroes, talking through your perfectly aligned and perpetually gritted teeth. Your patience with me, remarkable, saintly, obviously a sign of true love. Thank you.